Torcaso, 412-559-2731. Text me anytime you like. Now, let me get down to the business at hand. Some of y'all may know, I've been saying it enough, but I'm a veteran television talk show host of 19 years. And I started doing segments when I was on TV. I was on for an hour, to be exact, 59 minutes. So what we would do is I would do segments, like 15 minutes here, 4 different segments. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at this, at what I do as a combination, almost like a combo in a fast food restaurant. Meaning I do multiple things, no matter what the title may be. And why do I do that? So I can confuse you. No. I want you to have a full, unadulterated meal of knowledge, inspiration, and entertainment. Now, yesterday on the 27th of January, 2025, I upload a video that you can look when you go to my YouTube page. And it had serious elements in it. Yes, most certainly it did. But at the end of it, I did something funny. Well, kind of funny. You see, I have a hard chin and jaw. And I thank God for that. Believe me, it's come in handy. Believe it. So at the end, I did something kind of silly. I actually tapped and hit my chin. And it wasn't light, by the way. But I did. And it's kind of a funny thing to do, But you might notice the title here says How to Use Your Power. And then also the thumbnail is of the drive-in. So if you look at the thumbnail and the name, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, except that it does, and I'll tell you why. Not only are we going to talk about how to use your power today, but we're going to talk about your life. Yeah, I said your life. You see, I want that big screen of the drive-in to be a visual reminder that a lot of us love watching movies, whether we stream them or not, or TV shows. So today and every day and anytime you ever hear me, understand this. Your life is like a movie, not a Lifetime movie. No offense to Lifetime. What I'm going to get at is I want you to understand something. Our lives today are not our lives tomorrow. You may be one of the poorest people on the planet right now. But before you go to the great beyond, you can become one of the richest people on earth. And there's a reason why I want you to be rich with God's mighty help. I want you to have the potential to be rich. And I want to say hi. It looks like a Sabar. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's Sabir. Hey, you're from India. Good. You definitely want to get into the company I'm in if you're from India. This is a sidebar, everybody. I'm going to get to the meat and potatoes. But this wonderful person is from India. They need to know the truth. If you get into this company I'm in called Live Good, you will be in great shape financially if you do what you need to do. I can tell you that India has a whole lot of people making a whole lot of money in this company. And yes, I have made money. For those of you who think that every MLM is a scam don't pay my bills. But the money did. How you doing? Anyway, let me get back into the meat and potatoes. How to use your power. But let me tell you more about the movie first. Now listen, I don't know who you are, but I guarantee you one thing. You have a huge intelligence. Even if you don't believe me, And you have genius in you. All of you do. For those of you that leave, I hope and pray that you will watch the rebroadcast, because your life could change, not because I'm all that in a bag of chips. All the glory goes to God. Why do I say what I say can change your life? Because I'm arrogant? No. I provide you with the information that anybody else, pretty much anybody else, except for a few of us, wants money from you to get this information. We're going to ask you for money. Except I'm not asking you for a dime. And if you're wondering why that is, well, that's another sidebar. But when I say I'm going to help you to change your life, you know what? I'm not making it up. So those of you who leave, I hope you come back, because I'm not making it up. Let me get back to the meat and potatoes, though. How to use your power is an important topic. But it's also important for you to understand that your life is like a movie. What do I mean by that? You may be at the beginning or the middle or somewhere close. And so what that means is, let's say that you are one of the poorest people on the face of the earth right now. But let's say you're an intelligent man or an intelligent woman. Let's say you know how to start getting people that are like-minded, and a group of you get together. The group could possibly change the world. Now, for those of you who just don't believe that you're capable, or you don't believe it's possible to change the world, may I remind you that everything you're doing in your life today at one point did not exist. Cell phones did not exist. Nothing like YouTube existed. The internet did not exist. For those of you who don't believe that we can create things that's never been created and that you can be a major part of it, start to believe, because it's true. So, in closing, with regards to why I have the drive-in screen, let that be a visual reminder that we watch movies or TV shows, or we stream movies and or TV shows in our lives, a lot of us. Consider yourself not at the part of the movie or the show where you are where you want to be, where your dreams have become a reality. They will become a reality with God's mighty help if you never give up. You must never give up. Now, to the main body of why this is called How to Use Your Power. Now, I hope that y'all will take some copious notes. Yeah, I'm serious. Get ready to take notes in some way. First and foremost, I need you to understand something. It does not matter where you live. If you live in a country that has a dictatorship, if you live in a country where you are afraid to go out because they patrol with the military, and I know they exist. I know these countries exist. Some of them are China and other places that you have to be very careful. I want you to know you can still prosper. You can still live your dreams. You just have to do it in a certain way. And I want you to also know that the company that I'm in has some people that live in China that have gone from extreme poverty to now earning serious amounts of income. I'm not telling you this for hype, but it is a reality. It is a factual piece of information. That being said, the reason why this is titled How to Use Your Power is we're going to do that, and we're going to do it today. We're going to learn today. This applies to wherever you are on the planet Earth. Doesn't matter if you're in a communist country, fascist country, wherever you are, it applies to you. If you are one of the poorest people on the planet, it still applies to you. So you might be wondering, how on earth can I have power when I can barely come up with 3 cents? Oh, but you have it. So here we go. Two things that make you powerful. Number one is your data. Yeah, I said your data. And number two is whatever income you have, whatever money you have. Doesn't matter the amount. You see, here's why you're powerful. No matter who you are on the planet Earth, you spend money at some point, or currency, we'll call it money. Every time you spend money, you're using an element of your power. But you're doing much more than that, my friends. You are keeping the world, your nation, your city, your state, your county, your neighborhood alive. If we do not spend money, no economy on earth survives. No government survives. Nobody has money to eat or buy things. Businesses fail. So you see, my friends, in America and around the globe, voting is a very powerful tool. But unfortunately, you can be outvoted. That's the case in America. A lot of us don't like this new administration for a lot of reasons. And a lot of us are aware of the truth behind the madness. That's why we don't like it. We don't hate the people in power. We hate actions. But you may be in that same situation in your country. But here is the breaking news. We can get outvoted. But we can bring down governments legally, ethically, morally, and yeah, financially. We can bring them down if we choose, which I don't advise. Or we can control our government. And as much as, and hi to you also, looks like Jack or Jake, looks like Jake Boone or Boone. I apologize, it's hard for me to see the writing, the chat. You see, we can control our governments. That's the big secret. Now, I'm not saying we want to. We don't want to manipulate and be bad. But what I'm saying is this. If our government and our world isn't treating us right, maybe you're not getting paid what you should, we have the power to start saving our money, and we also have the power to stop spending it. And see, here's the thing. I'm going to give you some examples. Let's say you live in the United States of America, and you decide you want a cup of coffee or a latte. You can go to that famous one that starts with a, well, I'm not even going to say what letter, but we all know who I mean. Or you could choose to go to a smaller company, like a mom and pop, as they say in America. But the thing is, wherever you go, you're using an element of your money. Well, your money, which is an element of your power. What I want you to get into your head and write down is that you control your. You're the one that decides, I'm going shopping today. You're the one that decides where you're going shopping. You're the one that decides how much money you can spend and how much you want to spend. Now, that means, let's say you are a person that goes to that big box store that has a blue logo. If you know, not blue logo, but they're blue. There's blue in there. I'm trying not to say, I don't want to get possible accusations thrown at me, if you know what I'm saying. But let's say you go to that famous big box store, okay? But that big box store may be overcharging you. Or maybe they're not treating you right. Well, you have the money. Guess what? You can go to a different grocery store. You can go to a different department store. And We live in an age where we can order just about anything online. Do you know what that does for you? That gives you the ability to really utilize your power. So if Washington, D.C. will not do the right thing, we collectively as Americans can dramatically stop spending money. And the super billionaires, the bad ones that is, would panic again. Just like they panicked during COVID. And if they panic and the people are refusing to spend a certain amount of money and the consumer index goes down and spending goes down, do you realize that any politician in Washington and every politician will be getting calls from the super wealthy saying we need money to be spent? People are hoarding their money. That includes you and me. And if that happens, they panic. The ones that's really in control. The ones that basically buy our government. And then our senators and our representatives panic. And they do everything they can to get us to spend money. That means laws can be changed back. They were taken away. Incomes can go up. Because, guess what? Y'all have seen it wherever you live. How many places have you gone by that says now hiring in your life? They're hiring because they're having a hard time getting people. Now, why do you think one of the reasons is? They don't want to pay people, right? Now, here's the other thing you need to understand. If you were to stop shopping at regular brick and mortar stores, completely, 100%, you're not relegated to Amazon to get your products. No offense to Amazon. You can get stuff at different, bigger, large or larger, but maybe not larger, but as large or not that small websites. See, we can order just about anything we want online now or through an app. Let us remember, you can even buy and order a vehicle through apps now in some cases. You can go to that place called Facebook and buy stuff. What does that mean for you? It means you have power, my friend. Your money is one of your greatest tools. Your money, doesn't matter how little you have to how much you have. Now, you might say, well, I may have power, but the richest person on earth has more power than me. You would think so, right? What if I told you you're wrong? I love you, but that's not true. Now, if you're wondering, am I on drugs? No. See, here's the thing you got to remember. Every rich person, every company, every industry needs customers. Every industry depends on us. The pharmaceuticals depend on us. The so-called hospitals depend on us. The doctors depend on us. The oil companies, the gasoline companies, the convenience store, the grocery store, the fast food restaurant, you name it. Without us, they go out of business. Y'all may not realize what I'm saying, but do you know that even some of the biggest fast food chains on the planet regularly close stores because they're losing money? We've had companies go out of business. There used to be an electronics store called Circuit City. Well, they had exorbitant prices and lousy customer service. Circuit City is gone. They're done. They don't exist. Some of you probably never even heard of Circuit City. There's another company called Sun, S-U-N, TV, electronics chain. They used to be big time. They would have warranties that you could buy for your electronics. 3 years, 5 years. Here's what they used to do. Say you had a broken product. They would say that under their policy, they have a right to attempt to fix your product 3 times. But then they would say it has to be the same problem 3 times. So they kept trying to basically not give you the new product and keeping you with garbage, basically. So they went out of business because they did not honor their contracts. They broke their word. Sun TV is gone. So, what's that tell you? It tells you that what I'm saying to you is as true as you can get. Now, wherever your favorite place is to eat, when they don't treat you right, the very next time if they don't treat you right, they overcharge you and they don't want to fix it. Or they have rude workers. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to stand up for yourself. And I don't care if you've been overcharged and you're ready to go and there's a huge line and it's a matter of $1. You are getting your dollar back. And you are not going to worry about holding people up. You're not going to worry about being rude. It's your money. You've worked hard for it. You don't have $20 bills just flying at you as far as I know. So you're not going to feel bad. You're going to realize that that person behind you, if it happened to them, I'm pretty sure they probably would do something about it, right? Or maybe they wouldn't, and therein lies the problem. Do you think that the big box stores or wherever you're going doesn't realize that a lot of people just say, oh, forget it, I'm leaving? They count on it. Companies get millions of dollars extra from doing those things or giving you the wrong price. And they expect you to be like, I don't have time. Well, I'm telling you, I don't do that. Let them overcharge me and see what happens. I guarantee you, I don't do that. As a matter of fact, I was in a big box store about a month ago and almost got into a fist fight. Yeah, because I had one of those customers behind me. Now remember, I'm a customer, right? Well, he was getting mad because I had to get things done right. So, he made a big mistake. He was nasty to me and he was threatening me and everything. And I was just like, ignoring it. But friends, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I get mad. And you know what I did? I turned around. I don't advise this because you're not me. I'm not all that in a bag of chips. All the glory goes to God. But I have a face. Look at my face. I look kind of mean. I look a little bit mean. But I also have a very, very loud voice. And I was an actor for 20 years. So I can portray scary. I can portray just about whatever you name it. All the glory goes to God. I'm not all that in a bag of chips. So, but what happened was this guy threatened me one too many times. So I turned around and I very strongly said, she's making a mistake and this is my money and I'm not leaving, so be quiet. This is exactly what I did. The guy was larger than me, but all of a sudden, he got quiet because he realized he didn't know me. He didn't know if I was willing to fight back. But I'll tell you this, he shut up real quick. Am I saying that to brag? No, because all the glory goes to God. I'm saying that because we cannot allow our lives to be mistreated. We can't let people determine what happens with our money. We determine that. And we can't let governments or industries control us, treat us like garbage. Look, in America, women right now of a certain age could literally die because of some of the laws our government have put in place within the last 2 years, 2 to 3 years. Now, I may not like certain things that women do. I don't like abortion. I hate it. I'm against it. I hate it and I'm against it. Because I love children and people. But I also don't think that killing 2 lives is the way to go. No, I don't want people doing that. But I also don't think that a woman is a piece of property. I don't think a woman is to be treated or mistreated like garbage. Just don't think that. So, what I want to say to you is this. We've got to fight back legally, ethically, morally, and financially. And that's where our money comes in. If every woman in America right now united together and collectively stop spending 50 or more % of their income, I promise you laws will be changed so quickly that you would think a miracle happened. Now, I'm not saying that I like abortion. I hate it. I'm not in favor of it. But I also don't want people who are seriously ill and their lives are threatened to not be able to have their lives saved. It's a tragedy every time an abortion occurs. It is. I hate it. As a Christian, I'm against it. Yes. But women are not garbage. Women are valuable. Women are to be treated with respect and love. We men truly need to appreciate women. We men need to understand that without women, we're not going to be around. We don't exist. I love women. From a spiritual standpoint, I'm not talking about romantic. I have a woman in my life that I've been with since 1982. So with regards to romance, no, that's not what I mean. I mean spiritually. But if I were the women of this country, I would unite together and I would get these laws changed. Now, again, your money is your power. One of your powers. And Elon Musk, richest guy on earth. Y'all think he has more power than you, right? Y'all fell for that illusion, right? How did Elon earn money? How does he earn his money? With businesses, right? And with investments, right? The point being this. Nobody on earth can have money unless they have a job or businesses. Now you might be thinking, well, if they have real estate and they have investments, they get money. Yeah, you're right. But they need the money to make the investments. And they get their money, my friends, a few ways. One is from businesses. Two, believe it or not, a lot of times it's from government grants or loans. That's something that most people don't even realize, that the super wealthy do it too. Yeah. Yeah, they do. You'd be surprised who's getting free money from the United States government and other governments. But Elon could go bankrupt. Yeah, believe it or not, he could. And you might be thinking, well, how? He would still have his money. Maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. Because remember, a lot of these companies have loans. I don't know if Elon has any loans. I don't think he needs to, but he might. He still has people his company has to pay for supplies. So what am I saying here? I'm telling you it's time to use your power. For example, let's say you have a wireless company. I don't care what the name is. What if they're overcharging you? Or maybe you can get a better deal. Maybe you want unlimited data, unlimited talk and text. Maybe you want an international plan. Well, guess what? Shop around. Get a better deal. You have the power, you have the knowledge, and you have the ability. Think about how many apps we have on this planet now. You can go on an app or a website and you can find another company, in most cases, that you're going to save money. And you can't go around and say, well, that's a hassle. No, it's not. Do you want more money in your pocket? Or do you want it in theirs? Do you want more power or do you want less? You see, my friends, this is no game. This isn't some kind of hypothesis. This is reality, my friends. This is reality. You can do this today. Today you could. Now, another thing is, I mentioned your data is a powerful tool, and it is. I want to tell you something. Any social media company collects your data. And as they get millions of people, or thousands or millions, that's when the advertisers come. So these companies earn money in multiple ways. One is they collect your data or resell your pictures or whatever it is. Yeah, they get money from your pictures on these social media platforms. Yeah, they do. And from your information, they get paid multiple ways. And then they also have advertisement that companies pay them and individuals pay them. But all of it is because of our data. Why do you think X was bought for, what was it, 44 million or billion or whatever it was that he paid? I think it was million. It might have been billion. I think it was million. Y'all can let me know in the chat. Here's the thing. No company, no business. No matter if it's down the street in your neighborhood. No company, no industry, no business, no stock market, no investment, no real estate. Nothing on the planet exists without money coming in from us, you and me. So, we're going to close down this segment. Utilize your power. Utilize your data. Utilize your money. You know, consider leaving some social media platforms. Deleting. But before you delete your account, if you decide to do that, demand that they get rid of and destroy all of your data, all of it, as if you never existed. Then they don't get paid from it. It's gone. And you have the legal right to do that, by the way. Now, that said, I want you to hear this. You might say, Al, I need to spend 100% of my income just to survive. Hey, I get that. I get that. But find a way that you could spend 95%, and then 90, and then 85, and slowly get it to the point where you can reduce it by maybe 50%. You take that money and you can either invest it or literally lock it up in a safe place that nobody knows it's there, nobody can get it. Investing it sounds great, and I love the idea of investing it. But then again, by investing it, you're giving the power back to that person or that company. And if you are going to invest it, you need to find out what the return on investment is and what the risk is. Now, putting it in a lockbox or something safe, not a bad idea. But then you do have the worry of, can somebody get to it? Can somebody steal it? Putting it in an investment is a great idea. But you're going to get educated before you do that. You're not just going to go and put it in crypto or whatever it is. Why? Because you are to profit from it. I want you to profit. I want you to thrive. I want you to prosper. No, I'm not kidding. And I'm not, at the end of this live, I'm not going to ask you to give me money like a lot of these jokers online. Excuse my language. Oh, don't even get me started. You want to talk about things that make me angry? Let me give you a quick sidebar. People who rip people off. Companies, governments, industries. That gets me heated. So heated that all the nuclear bombs on the planet Earth could not match how heated I get. Now, I may not show it, but it gets me there. Oh, yeah. Why? Because our lives matter. You matter. Excuse me if I get a little bit wound up. Look, I'm going to tell you something about you that y'all may not be able to really comprehend. I'm not saying that in a condescending way. Look, it's me, and it's hard for me to comprehend what I'm about to tell you. But you see, I don't see all of you as viewers, as subscribers. I see all of you as family, even the trolls. Yeah, trolls, you too. And I'm a person that you just don't mess with my family. All the glory goes to God. Vengeance is God's. But if I'm being honest, well, there's certain things you don't do. Messing with my family is one of them. I'm not going to lie. I've even told my minister and friend I'd be in trouble with God. I'd have to be praying a lot. I said, if anybody ever hurt you, let's just say that there'd be a problem. And no, I'm not Superman. All the glory goes to God. But there are some things, guys, gals, there are just some things you just don't do. Messing with my family's one of them. And bad news for y'all, you're part of the family. I love y'all. You may not want to be, but I love y'all. So you're stuck with a guy that lives in Pittsburgh, PA right now, with a shining forehead and a comb over. I love y'all. I can't help myself. So, I guess we'll get ready to close, but I need you to do this. I literally need you to do this for you. I want you to start saying on a daily basis that my money and my data is my power. Say it internally, quietly, out loud. I don't care. And don't get ripped off by anybody. I don't care if it's a dime. Do you know, just to give you illustrate something you may not have thought about. Do you realize that if a store overcharges by a dime, and that store is a national chain or international one, do you know that that one dime earns them millions or tens of millions of dollars? Yeah. It adds up, my friends. One dime at a gigantic chain worldwide can be tens of millions and millions of dollars. That's right. Or let's go to banking for a minute. You know that overdraft fee that could be anywhere from $20 to $50 or more per day? They make billions of dollars a year. If the banking industry probably makes over $100 billion in fees, not just those fees, but others. And they may be $1 or $2 in some cases, like when you use your ATM or $3, whatever it is. I don't use an ATM that I have to pay money. So if any of you know the answer to how much they are, let me know, because I sure don't know. But here's what you need to understand. When it comes to your data, you become the king of your data. You become the queen of your data. And as of this moment in history, for the rest of your life, you are to become the queen and the king of your money. Oh yeah, you heard what I said. You are the king and you are the queen. It's not the people you pay money, the bills to. It's not to your streaming service. It's not to your wireless service. You are the king. And you are the queen. And they don't even become princes or princesses. No, sir. No, ma'am. We are the boss around here from now on. And we're going to do it legally, ethically, morally, spiritually, peacefully. But understand this. We're going to take back our data and our money. Oh, and as far as Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and the billionaires around the globe, the bad ones, that is, let them be on notice. They want to keep their money? They start doing things right. Or we will take their money away from them. Little by little. One person at a time. Whether it's $1, $10, $100, 1,000. You see, my friends, even if you take $1 away, but there are 100 million people at that company, that's $100 million every month that they wouldn't be getting. So you might think, but they'd only lose $1 or $2 out of me. No, they lose a lot more, my friends. A whole lot more. So much more that they go out of business. You know, some people think there are industries here on this planet that no matter how much money we take out of it, they'll survive, right? Governments will give them money, whatever. Governments can't keep giving them money if the government loses money. Too much money. It's economics, my dear friends. And you are the kings and queens. So when you get off this YouTube and you go out in your life today, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, before you buy anything else, before you buy your food, your coffee, whatever, your lattes, whatever it is, before you spend another dime today, take a special note. And when you spend it, I want you to say, I just used some of my power. And if you're really courageous, tell the owner or the manager, ask to speak to the manager or the owner of that company and say, I chose to use some of my power today and buy something that got you money. I hope you appreciate me as a customer. Yeah, I just said to go tell them that. Oh, have I ever done that? Oh, yeah. Some of them didn't like it. Some of them loved it. As a matter of fact, I've been thanked many times because they realize without customers, their business is, it's gone. Just remember, even those big, gigantic fast food chains have been losing some money, closing down shop. Oh, pharmaceuticals and pharmacies that have been around for hundreds, sometimes over 100 years, are closing down some. Lots of them, actually. Yeah, people are starting getting wise. Now, you're going to start controlling your money. You're going to start controlling your data. But you're going to also start thinking about buying more stuff on the internet. And not necessarily from the sites you do now. Shop around. Let me give you a little heads up on something, and I'm not promoting Temu. I'm not. But I bought some items from Temu. Oh, yeah. And trust me, it's a whole lot cheaper than that big letter A website. Oh, it's a lot cheaper, all right. Oh, yeah. But in closing, now I got to do a sidebar, and I hope you all stayed for this. I got to tell you the truth about multi-level marketing companies. I know y'all probably going to run. I hope you don't. It could earn you money. What you need to know is multi-level marketing companies, the ones that are legitimate, have created the most millionaires and billionaires on the planet. The multi-level marketing industry since 1934 has actually created the most millionaires and even billionaires in history. Yeah, MLM. Yeah, that pyramid scheme, that pyramid, whatever you want to call it, scam, whatever. And that was the big lie. The truth is, if it's a legitimate company, people earn serious income if they do the task. Now you might be thinking, L, you've been in MLM companies. Have you ever got ripped off? Lord knows I got ripped off. Oh yeah, I got ripped off in the MLM companies. You better believe it. Let me tell you the truth though. Excuse me. I've gotten money. I've earned something for real money. I've earned money in the MLM company. And you know what the funniest part about it is? I've even earned money not even knowing that I earned it. Yeah. Now, the one I'm in right now, I'm not going to tell you the name. You'll have to look at my other website. My other videos here on YouTube. But I want to share something with you because it would be wrong for me not to. For those of you who think it's a pyramid scheme, it's not. For those of you saying that you don't think you can earn money in it, you can. I'm not saying you will, because I'm not God. There are things you have to do. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. You're not going to get in any company on the planet and just suddenly earn money for doing nothing. It's not going to work that way. It's just not. But there are companies, and this one here, that have saved and changed lives, including mine. And Annette's, my girlfriend. I could lie to you, but I won't. The truth is, if you get into the company that I'm in, you start sharing your link, you contact the right people, and share your link to a 5-minute free tour video, you have the potential to earn money while you are asleep. Yes, you do. Now, let me give you a little something. Let's hypothesize you get into this company. Let's hypothesize you start earning, additional money. You know how we just talked about you're the king and the queen of your money? I have a suggestion. Get into this company. Start earning that money. And use most of it, or all of it, specifically to invest in your future. So that at the end of the metaphor, it's like a metaphor. At the end of the movie, to use a metaphor, your dreams came true. You became rich or wealthy, and you left a legacy. Don't let your movie end the same way it is now, unless you're happy with it now. So again, get into a side hustle, if you will, whether it's the one I'm in or not. And every dime you use, I want you to think about it. Excuse me, not every dime you use. I meant to say every dime you earn. Think about investing it before spending it. You're going to want to use it for a lot of other things. I suggest that you put at least a portion of it away, at least 5 to 10%, because it will save you pain in the long run. And it could make you super wealthy, the potential. But in closing, yes, I've earned money in multi-level marketing companies. As a matter of fact, I'm earning it right now. Right now. Yeah, how much? That all depends on my production. What do I mean by that? How many times I share my link. But yeah, I earned money in MLM. And with God's mighty help, one day I'll be one of those millionaires. It's only one thing. You see, I want you to be there too. And unlike these jokers online, sorry for saying that, but people online that are ethically challenged, I don't want to sell you anything. I don't want you to think, oh, this guy's like everybody else, because I'm not. I'm a 19 years television talk show host. Do you think maybe I could get some money for that? Oh, yeah. And I'm not saying it to be ignorant. I'm sorry if I sounded that way. I'm not, really. I'm not. The point is, yeah, I could come up with some kind of ebook and I could sell it. And someday I might do something like that. But I can tell you this, it's going to be affordable. It's not going to be some extortion price. I guarantee you that. Even though I could do it that way, I won't. Why, you might wonder? Because I have a mission. I have a mission. I want to see everybody get enough money in their life that they have everything they need. Yeah, you heard what I said. Some people say that's impossible. Well, I happen to be a man who's a Christian. A man baptized in Christ. And in the Bible, through God, all things are possible. You are in control of your data and the money that you have. Let it be known that you are the king. You are the queen. Let's make lives be changed for the better, including yours. Now, you have any questions? Go ahead and text me. Here's the phone. I'm on it right now. Text me at 412-559-2731. Oh, let me see. Would I actually text you back? Let me see. Would Al Torcaso text back a complete stranger? I'm being silly. Yeah, I would. I love you. I want the best for you. I know it sounds good. I know you've heard it by these ethically challenged people, bless their hearts. But you didn't hear from me until now, or whenever you heard it before. I'm the real deal. And you know what? I'm not retreating anytime soon with God's mighty help. Oh, and by the way, with my multi-level marketing company that I'm in, my buyers club, my membership club, that's going to earn me millions of dollars if I live long enough, let me tell you something. I am proud to be in it, and I'll tell you why. We don't rip people off. We don't rip people off. Oh, one other thing. We have this crazy policy that if you get something from our company and it don't work out for you, people can get a refund. Up to 90 days. And if it's one of the health and wellness products, empty bottle, 90 days, money back guarantee. Oh my goodness, isn't that amazing? It's also true. One last thing, though, about that company that I'm not going to mention that I'm in. Yeah, we are pretty much a health and wellness product company right now, but we're not a health and wellness product company. We are actually a buyer's club and a membership. And our products, affiliates and members get up to 80% off. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ask me if it makes me feel good. It makes me feel so good because I use them every day. And I'll tell you something. There's a late singer named James Brown. He has a song, or more than one, and he used to sing, I feel good. That's what he did. Now, I'm not trying to sing like James Brown. I don't imitate people. But that's what he would do. He said, I feel good. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you want to feel good, you want your family to feel good, find out what I'm talking about in the other videos. Because you will feel good, most likely. Oh, you might be feeling too good. I'm sorry, but now I'm serious. Sometimes I overdo it because I feel so good. I might overwork a wee bit, but I don't get the pain from it because I feel good. But anyway, love you, y'all. I had a little flub there. Let me get a sip here. Had a little flub. I better get my drink over here. I can't tell you what's in it because it would be advertised almost. Yeah, that's my health and wellness stuff. And it tastes great, by the way. Love ya. Love ya. Love ya. Remember, you're the queens and the kings of your data. You are the queens and the kings of your money. Do not let anybody on the face of the earth take that from you. You are the queens and you are the kings. I love you. Text me at 412-559-2731. You get out there and you prosper. Oh, yeah. You will prosper. You are meant for greatness and you have genius in you.